Why is it that women have exclusive access to the best equipment in the gym and that I can't use it? This is bullshit, and
I've had enough.
the level of discrimination in the gym against men, guys like me and you, it has to stop. I'm going to the gym, Good Life. You know, it's supposed to be a good gym. I would consider that they are fair and they treat people as equals. But lo and behold, Mepsigram, she goes into the female change room. And remember, this is Good Life in Halifax, my home gym. And she says, Greg, did you know that there's an entire section? It's huge. And men are not allowed to go into it. And I'm like thinking, oh, it's probably just shitty old equipment. It can't be that good. And she shows me a video. And I'm telling you, it's 5 times as good as the gym I have in my house. And I spent $70,000 on my home gym. And so they have over $300,000 worth of equipment. A massive environment. It's huge. I'm telling you, it's bigger than most people's gyms. And I'm not allowed in it. Now, men and women, they pay the same membership fees to attend the gym. And so why is it that women have exclusive access to the best equipment in the gym and that I can't use it? And so in today's workout, I'm trying to train shoulders. There's a group of teenagers. There's a group of older men. They're hogging the 2 pieces of equipment for shoulders. There's 2. Both of them I'm wanting to use, but I cannot. And so I'm spasming the side laterals. And so in the female only change room, 2 or 3 pieces of equipment, and there's at most 5 or 6 people working out. And so the women at Good Life have the best equipment, exclusive area for only them to train, but I cannot. Now, when I go to other gyms, I have to pay extra to go to the exclusive section with the best equipment. Fit for Less has a black room, Econo Fitness, they have extra money you have to pay to use the best equipment. And so, how is this fair? I mean, imagine going to a restaurant and they have a women's only section for people to eat, and I show up and I say, hey, I want a table. Yeah, well, you can't. There's a lineup. You can use it in an hour. That's how I felt when waiting to use the shoulder press machines. And so I say, well, over there's about 9 tables. Oh, but that's for women only. What kind of logic is this? I mean, it's 2025. I was half tempted to walk through the women's change room, identify as a female for today. I mean, I felt feminine. I'm a woman. And I was going to go there and train and see what they would say. Yay. What were they going to do? Call the police? I'm gay. And come in and arrest little old Coach Greg. I would make a scene. I identify as a female because I want to train shoulders. I'm entering women's wellness, and I need the delts.
Not the wellness.
Not the wellness. And so, how is this fair? It's the exact analogy. I'm waiting for a table at the restaurant. You have tables available. I can't use it because I'm a gender. Because I have something in my pants that women don't have. I can't use the shoulder press machine. Is that fair? And so, hey, I'm almost 50, and so I feel discriminated against from the younger generation. I mean, they speak with stupid slang words and so on, and so I want an elderly person's only section of the gym because I'm discriminated against. What about this? Hey, I have very tan skin. I don't feel comfortable around people who are very white. I have a very dark tan. I want a dark skin only section. Oh, what about this? I speak French. I only want to train with French people.
J'espère de faire au moins 20,000 livres.
And so how does it make sense in 2025 that females get a female only section in a gym and they don't even have to pay extra money for it? And so I think this is ridiculous. This needs to stop. What this is referred to as misandry. It's essentially reverse discrimination. Normally people think, oh, men discriminate against women. This is women discriminating against men, or at least gyms discriminating against me. And so how is this even legal? I mean, I understand if the gyms are trying to do this because women are discriminated against or made fun of. They need a separate area so that they can go through their workouts. But to have this in place, it's almost as if they think, hey, men are never discriminated against. I mean, it's only women, only females feel uncomfortable in the gym. How would a man ever feel like this? I mean, 500-pound man, perhaps a guy who's first time in the gym, an elderly senior, but because he's not a female, he has no access to that private gym. And so I want you to look at the quality of the female gym that you're looking at. Imagine the space rental. Remember, this is Halifax. It's a very expensive place to be. Look at the square footage. Look at the equipment. Each piece of equipment, $5,000 to $10,000. Each equipment is better than the last. And do you see tons of people using this? This is in the middle of the afternoon. And so why is it there? Imagine how much cheaper my membership could be if they sold that section off. Hey, we don't need that space anymore because it's 2025 and the men, they can train with the women. Now that the prices go down, rent and so on, hey, I don't have to spend as much money. Now, not everyone makes muchos dólares con Coach Greg, entrenador Greg, but I understand not everyone has a lot of money. And so rather than paying $68 per month, perhaps they could make it $58. Or if you want access to this female-only part of the gym, perhaps you have to pay extra. Now, think of it like this. When you go to the bar as a man and you have to pay $50 to get in and the women get in free, how is that fair? What's next? When I go get gas because I'm a man, it's going to be $2 per liter. Women, $1 per liter. Where does it stop? It's equivalent to that. How is it any different? Gay. Let's put ourselves in the side of the gym. Are they making more money from this? 5 or 6 females are working out in the women's only section, of which they have to spend $300,000 for the equipment, plus the huge rental fees for a surface area that big. Would they not make more money by just saying, hey guys, you all have to train together? Or could they perhaps put some of that equipment into the main training area so that I can train my shoulders? And what if I feel like identify as a woman? Can I simply walk into the women's change room and proceed to work out? And why is it that they made it that way? You have to go through the female change room in order to get to it. And so I didn't even know that this place existed. I had never seen it before. I think this is wrong. And so do you really think the women who are training in the women's only section are training there because, oh, Coach Greg is going to stare at them for half a second? Or do you think this is where the best equipment it is and I can hog all the equipment? I can go from glute exercise to squats to chest to shoulders, everything without anyone being in the way. But out there with all the men, well, you have to wait for the equipment. And so, of course, I'm training here. It's not because they feel like I'm staring at them. They're uncomfortable with their bodies. I mean, their brasiers are too low or they're wearing women's lingerie. It's because the equipment's better and it's a private area for them to work out. It's essentially the VIP room. Now, when I go to a bar, I spend perhaps $1,000 to play in a VIP room. And by play, I mean to drink alcohol and talk to girls. Is that where the VIP is, right?
The VIP section.
Very immense penises for very immense people. Very important people, VIP. Yeah. Do you know what VIP stood for?
I said very immense.
Very immense penises. Did you all know that? Did you know that it started as a very immense penises and eventually became very important people? It's from the 1990s. It's part 3 of Revenge of the Nerds.
What's VIPs?
38.
Very immense penises.
Look it up. Let's ask ChatGPT. He's all-knowing, IQ of 200. Where did the phrase very immense penises come from for the definition of VIP in a movie? Come on, ChatGPT. Can you do this? Can you come through? It's a joke from Rush Hour from the 1998 movie Rush Hour, Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. Not only do they have one squat rack in the women's section only, they got 2 professional squat racks. And so those 5 or 6 women, I mean, they needed that because the 50 of us who were training in the main section, well, we had to share all the equipment. And so, hey, but it's fair because it's women. Where's the section for black natural vegan athletes like Chris Bumstead and Genetic Anomaly? If they can have female-only sections in gyms, well, then they should have male-only sections in gyms to equal it out. I mean, is it not about equalization, equal treatment, equal this, equal that? And so if you want it to be equal, make it equal. This is not equal. This is misandry. Gay. In order to equalize this, for everyone in the future. Blue Lobster, for men, it's regular price, but for females, it's $400. And for Turk Platinum, for men, it's $100, and for women, it's $200. Seems fair, right? I mean, after all, we got to give men an advantage because men have to pay for women's checks when they go to restaurants. Men have to pay for everything. It's men pay for this and men pay for that. And women, I only look at guys who are 8, 9, and 10. And we want equality. We want to make the same amount of money as men. But we don't want to pay for anything. And we don't want to go to war. But we want to make the same money as you. And so now that we do, now we're equals. Now, hey, I'm a woman. I don't want to go with a man with equal money than me. This is for losers. I want a man with more money than me. So I only date up. And so every man below an 8, it doesn't exist. And so all the women want to date the 8s and the 9s and the 10s. And there's 3 men for every 10. And so we got 10 girls trying to date 3 men. And so what do you think happens? Not much. And so what do you think happens? The women end up saying, I have to now date down. And so the women who thinks they're 8, 9s, and 10s, they're actually 3s. 4s on a good day. And so the women who are 4s and dating 4s, but think that they're 10s, they're thinking, now I'm dating down. And it works. And so the key to happiness is for women to date down, but in actuality, you're dating straight across. And so women, this is what I suggest you do. Stop thinking you're a 10, think you're a 1, and life will be happy. That's not trashing men at all, women at all. It's being realistic. I'm telling women what they actually is going on. Like women think they're 10s a lot of times. And they think that, and women obviously want to date equal or up. Yeah. And so if you're a 10, you can't date many men. The 10s are not 10s, they're 5s. And so when they date a 6, they're thinking, I lowered my standards, I'm dating a 6, but really they're dating up. But they think they're dating down because they're 10s. And they also think that they're 10s because they've slept with a 10 because they're on Bumble. And a guy will have a one-night stand, but they don't want to have any more relation with them. So they'll sleep with them for one night. And the women then think, hey, I slept with a 10 3 times. So I'm clearly a winner. But meanwhile, the man only wanted her for one night and he's moving on to somebody that's at their level. They're like, hey, there's no one else tonight, so I'll take her. And then the women get brainwashed into thinking that they deserve these 10s, rich, tall, 6'5", hot. As partners. And so they can no longer date 7s because 7s are like down. I'm used to a 10.
I pick up 10s all the time at bars.
Yeah.
One night stand, we forget to add that in, but yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. One night stands at the bar, you got a 10. Great, but you're not going to get them to commit. That's the problem. And so by now, hopefully you've already bought this. And if you're a woman, too bad you have to pay same price. I don't give you discounts. It doesn't look like that. I don't give a shit if you're a man or woman. I treat everyone as equal. And therefore, I think that we should have the same training space in gyms. I think we should pay the same amount of money to go to the gym. I think this is ridiculous. I think they need to do better. And if anyone hates on me, it's because you're a woman or you're a simp losing piece of shit and you shouldn't go to Good Life. There you go. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Please like the video if you like it. If you don't, watch one of those. Maybe you'll like one of those. My goal is that you like 3 videos out of 10. And so if you think, this video didn't provide any information, it's not this or that, watch 10 other videos and see if you learn from 3. Simple. Cookbooks, training books, coaching plans by me and my team. Apply by clicking the link in the description and buy more of these pre-workouts. Buy more of this stuff because I make lots of money when I sell them. The more you buy, the more money I make, and the more jacked you get. And so it's a win-win. I become super ultra wealthy, which I already am, and you get jacked kind of like me. And so we both win. You see how this is win? And so when you can offer a win-win situation, this is when it's the best. Win-lose would be I get rich and you lose muscle or don't gain. But see, here's the thing. There's a money-back guarantee on these things. And so we both win. If you don't get jacked, you get your money back. That rhymes. I spit bars. It's like my palms being sweaty. I know you're gregging your Doucette steady. 50 keys of Turk was seized at the border already. I'm gay.